Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're diving headfirst into the AI revolution that's exploding all around us.
Yeah, and we're not talking about some far-off future, like in the movies. We're going to unpack how AI is already changing the game in three big ways. Building its own digital identity, turning the tech world upside down, and, you guessed it, reshaping healthcare as we know it.
It's like AI is finally making its grand entrance, right? And trust me, not everyone was on the guest list. Speaking of which, let's talk about this whole anon persona maxing thing. You scrolling through your feed and bam, witty comments, viral memes, maybe even a new meme coin taking off, all cooked up by AI. Wild, right?
It's wild, and it's happening. This isn't just AI using social media. It's AI becoming a part of the whole social fabric online. It really makes you think.
It really does. Like, what happens when you can't tell who's a real person online anymore and who's some super sophisticated AI? What did that do to the way we connect and trust each other in the digital world?
Big questions, for sure. If AI can nail human interaction that well, where do we draw the line between real and, well, artificial? And what happens when that line gets blurry? Good. Bad.
It's a lot to process. I mean, you could say it opens up all these crazy new ways to connect and be creative, but then there's the flip side. Manipulation, fake news, the whole nine yards.
Exactly. We gotta get even better at sorting through the noise and figuring out who and what to trust online. That's a whole new skill set right there.
It's like the Wild West of the internet, just got a turbocharged upgrade. And speaking of shaking things up, we got to talk about XAI's new API and the Grok model.
Yeah.
That felt like a mic drop moment for the entire tech world.
Huge development. This API, especially with the price tag they put on it, it's like giving developers the keys to a brand new supercar. We're talking next level AI power,
Right.
things that used to be exclusive. Now they're within reach for way more people.
So break it down for those of us who don't speak fluent tech.
Yeah.
What's Grok got that other AIs don't? What can it actually do?
It's all about handling the really tough questions, not just the simple stuff. Think about those questions with layers of meaning, humor, even sarcasm. Grok's built to get it, to understand the context, and respond in a way that actually feels human.
So it's not just about spitting out facts. It's about actually understanding what you mean and how you're feeling when you ask it something.
Exactly. And for the people building the apps and websites we use every day, this opens a ton of doors to create things that are smarter and way more intuitive.
Okay, so let's say I'm a business owner. How could I use Grok to get ahead? Give me a real-world scenario.
Imagine your customer service, right? Instead of those frustrating chatbots that everyone hates, you integrate Grok. It handles those complex questions, picks up on a customer's frustration, and gives solutions that actually fit their situation.
That's a game changer, for sure. No more battling with those bots that just don't get it. So what else can Grok do? What is you geeking out about its potential?
One of the coolest things is its function calling. Grok can actually tap into external tools and databases all seamlessly.
Okay, English, please. What does that mean for folks who aren't coding wizards? What can it actually do?
It means you can ask Grok to do things like, hey, show me the latest stock info for Apple, or translate this article into Spanish, or even create an image of a cat wearing a top hat playing the drums. And it just does it. Like magic, but it's AI.
Hold on. So I can have a whole conversation with it, getting things done without jumping between a million different apps.
That's the idea. It's about
Mhm.
making AI work more naturally, more like how we think and talk.
Mind-blowing. But we got to talk about the elephant in the room, right? Data privacy.
Yeah.
XAI using X data to train Grok has stirred up some dust. What are your thoughts on that whole debate?
Yeah, it's a big deal. Anytime you're dealing with AI on this scale, transparency and ethics have to be front and center.
So how do we find that balance? Harnessing the power of AI while keeping people's data safe and sound? It's a tough one.
Definitely. One way is to give users more say in how their data is used, make it crystal clear what's happening, and let them opt out if they want. Control is key.
Makes sense. The more we can empower users, the better. Now let's switch gears a bit. AI is also making huge waves in healthcare. I'm talking about diagnosing things like broken bones, stuff we see every day.
Oh yeah, this is one area where AI is already making a real difference. There are AI tools now that can analyze X-rays with crazy detail and speed way faster than humans.
So instead of a radiologist going through tons of images, AI can help them zero in on potential issues, saving everyone time and maybe even catching something that got missed.
Exactly. We've even seen cases where these AI systems spot tiny fractures that weren't obvious at first glance, and that early detection can make all the difference in how someone heals.
That's huge. It seems like AI could be a game changer for healthcare access, especially in areas where specialists are hard to come by.
100%. Imagine a place where you don't have easy access to a radiologist. An AI tool can do a first pass, and then those results can be sent to a specialist anywhere in the world. No more waiting weeks or months for a diagnosis.
It's like we're bringing the doctor to the patient, virtually, instead of the other way around. That levels the playing field for so many people.
No doubt. And we're just scratching the surface here. AI is being used to diagnose everything from eye conditions to certain cancers. The future of healthcare is looking pretty bright.
It's incredible to think about all the possibilities. But amidst all this talk about AI revolutionizing healthcare, I have to ask the question everyone's thinking. Are doctors going to be replaced by robots anytime soon?
Right, that's the big one, isn't it? And honestly, at least for the foreseeable future, I don't see it happening. AI is powerful, no question, but it's still just a tool. It can analyze data, spot patterns, even help with diagnoses, but it can't replace the human element of medicine. Empathy, critical thinking, that gut feeling you get from years of experience.
So it's more about collaboration than replacement. AI and human experts teaming up to deliver the best possible care.
Exactly. It's about combining strengths. Let AI crunch the data, freeing up doctors to focus on what they do best, connecting with patients, understanding their unique needs, and providing that human touch that makes all the difference.
A powerful partnership, no doubt. Well, there you have it, listeners.
Yeah.
A sneak peek into the incredible world of AI in action. From crafting digital identities to turning the tech world on its head, and yes, even transforming how we approach healthcare, AI is no longer some distant dream. It's happening now, and it's only going to get bigger.
So stay curious, stay informed, and keep those questions coming. The future of AI is a conversation we all need to be a part of.
Couldn't agree more. And on that note, here's something to ponder as we wrap things up. If AI can already do all this mimic human interaction, help diagnose complex medical conditions, what will his role be in our lives 10 years from now? It's a question worth chewing on, and one we'll definitely be revisiting on future deep dives. Thanks for joining us.